In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night.
You said that really fast.
I did. It's just now it's ingrained in me, and if I don't say it fast, I'll forget, and then I'll say wrong.
I mean, you're going to say it wrong regardless sometimes. Because you're... Yeah. You know why? Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're a human.
No, I'm a robot.
So you're Chucky?
Yes.
It's terrifying. If your eyes turn red, I will throw you out the house.
Because my eyes are blue.
Yeah.
And so they could change.
It's true.
But anyway, how are you? My name's Katie.
How are you? My name is Laird. Or are you asking them or me?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
Hope you're doing fine, dandy.
Hope you're doing swell. Swell. You should say it like that.
No. So how was your week?
It was our anniversary and New Year's.
And where did we go?
New Year's, seriously?
I ignore stupid answers, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
It was our anniversary, my birthday. Birthday. Get it right.
It's like when you say Valentine's Day instead of Valentine's Day.
I don't say Valentine's.
Yeah, you do sometimes.
I think you're lying, and you're just trying to make me seem like I'm an idiot.
No, even in the documentary Sally the Killer, or Killer Sally, she says it's not Valentine's, it's Valentine's with an M. And she said it every single time. She said it so many times because that's when she murdered her husband. Yeah.
When she did the deed. Did the deed
to the dude.
To the dude that she was married to.
Where did we go?
Washington, D.C.?
No. Why would we want to go there?
DFW.
We did, technically.
See, I'm not wrong now, am I?
But then where do we connect from there?
The hot-ass Costa Rican jungle.
Liberia. We went to Liberia, the hot-ass Costa Rican jungle. As soon as you walk outside, you are sweating profusely.
We went during the rain and humid season, apparently.
Which is the coldest season.
Yeah, it's their coldest season, but it was not cold at all. It was super hot, super humid, like 90 degrees every day. It rained 2 times a day. Sometimes longer than others. Like when we went ATVing, it rained probably for like 2 hours on us on our trip, on our ATV tour. So that was fun because it did help out because it cooled us off.
Because we were sweating.
Because we were like super hot. So yeah, that actually helped out. But then we were soaking wet. Like my shoes were wet, my socks were wet, my undies, everything was wet. So
sorry if I'm looking weird. I'm trying to adjust the volume for Ty's microphone because it's either really loud or really quiet. And I don't know why.
We'll fix it.
I think I did. But we did ATV tours. We did zip lining tour, which was really badass. What was your favorite part?
Of what?
Of our trip.
Shit, it's... Like, I think I would have liked the ATV tour if I didn't wear my new shirt that I just bought and if it didn't rain so long.
Yeah. I
would have liked it more. Because, it did cool me off, but, I was soaking wet the whole time, and I did not like that. My shoes were wet. So, I don't know. I want to say the ATV tour because I've never ridden ATVs, first of all. And then second of all, it was like we went to a waterfall that's apparently 30 freaking feet deep.
It was really deep.
And which it was still raining. And then, but ziplining was super cool because we did a Superman zipline that was like a mile long.
I'm afraid of heights, folks, and it was an experience. But once you start ziplining, it's not really that scary. Like you're just flying over everything.
Unless it fucking breaks and then you're falling.
Yeah, I thought about that a few times while I was doing it, and I'm like, you need to stop doing that. Including on the Superman one when you're laying down face down, and it's the longest one, so you're on that thing for a good 45 seconds to a minute, going 80 miles an hour, and you can't really see. But then I started thinking about the harness apparatus around me holding my body in the air, and I was thinking, I'm like, what happens if it breaks? Because it happened. Because I was latched onto that metal thing that you hook on the thing, and the guy took it off and he's like, I don't like that one, and he showed me, and I'm like, it was rusty.
And probably there was one that was bent too,
and I was like, thanks. now, is this one I'm going to break under me? And he's like, no.
No, should be fine.
But these guys like just jump and they twist and they run through it like nobody's business.
Like,
I'm like,
no one's business. Like they have zero fear.
And then there was at this point, like when the guy was explaining the whole zip lining lines, he was like, this one, then this one, this one. Then you jump off something and you have this one. And I'm like, nope. Because in my mind, I thought it was a jump off zip line where you jump off and then you go zip lining.
That would be fun.
No, I'm good.
How can you be scared of heights? Do 4 zip lines like 1,000 feet in the air.
Almost started to cry on.
But then Superman. We get to the end and she can't jump 15 feet from a tower to a platform at the bottom.
I didn't know.
You had to seal the deal, babe.
I felt it.
No. You like did great zip lining. You didn't cry. You like thought it was fun, and you get to the end, and it was just like, all right, jump down. And you're like, nope.
No, my words were, fuck no. And the guy was like, okay.
It was like literally 15 feet, maybe a little higher.
The thing is, I should have gone back and done it because after I saw you do it, I realized it's not a free fall.
It's not.
It can't be a free fall because it's only like 15, 20 feet. So I should have done it. But then at this point, I was so shaking so bad, I couldn't.
I thought you were going to stay up there, see me do it, and be like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, and then do it. But you like walk down.
I climbed down. It's fine. Anyway,
Jesus.
I really like the zip lining. We saw a lot of animals. We saw cute monkeys who had dogs barking. If you can't hear it, take a shot.
Nope, y'all can't go out there.
We have 2 in, 2 out because we were thinking that we need to keep Wade and Fifi in the room because Fifi can't run around and play, but Wade is whines, destructive.
Just like he's whining now.
And so take another shot.
Hey, bud, come over here. Come on.
But
no, hey, no.
The only.
Come on.
Wade, go lay down now. Wade, go lay down. Sorry about that, folks. So, with that being said, there was like a little disappointment in the whole experience as with the hotel. We had an all-inclusive. I paid more for the premium room or whatever. And like all of the upgrades we never got. Like we were supposed to get a lot with it, and I'm not going to list everything, but they're like we didn't get anything. And I purchased a private transfer to and from the airport, and we had to wait for 45 minutes for this other couple. And I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, well, we paid for the private. Like,
yeah,
why are we waiting? And that pissed me off. So we talked to the guy, and he was like, oh, you're going to, like, your return to the airport's going to be private. And I'm like, well, the whole thing should have been private.
Yeah, the whole thing should have been private. And then
on the day that we're supposed to go back to the airport, he has the gall to come up and ask me, is it okay if we postpone your private transfer because somebody else needs a private transfer? And I'm like, no, bitch, no.
Jesus.
So I was just like, whatever, dude. I mean, everything there was great. Like, it's gorgeous. Like, the premium lounge was really nice. Like, I really liked the bartender up there. She was really sweet.
Yeah, she was cool.
And then, like, the other bar was really cool. And we played games because it was raining. So we can't really do a lot when it's downpouring. So we're just like, okay, we're going to play games. Good thing I brought the games. And you said, I don't want to sit around and play games.
Well, I mean, because we played games a lot. Like,
but it rained a lot.
A little bit is fine, but we played like every day.
But then, like, we were going to go kayaking, but then it was just, the weather was bothering me and the waves were really high. And I'm like, I just don't feel like dying today.
I mean, it would have been cool to kayak because I overheard the girl that went kayaking talking. She was like, yeah, the guy took her to like a cave that was like around the corner and she saw something else and something else. And I was like, man, that seems pretty cool. But yeah, we didn't do the kayaking part, and we didn't do the horseback riding just because
it's hot as fuck.
It's just too hot to do horseback riding.
Hot as fuck, and with a huge animal in between your legs that's probably also sweating. Do not need to mingle our sweat.
Yeah, and then there was something else we didn't do too.
Sorry, take another shot. Wade is whining, so you guys are gonna get wasted today.
Yeah, y'all are. He's just sitting by the door waiting to go out. Wade, come on, dude, come lay down, please. No, none of that. Lay down.
Good boy.
No, Wade.
Just leave him if he wants to sit.
Come on.
That was really funny. Well, he just came back, stood on the bed, and then he did a circle.
He just walked right around it. He was like, oh, okay, I'm going to act like I'm listening.
Did what they told me to do. Anyway, so that's our trip. It was really, really fun. We had a really great anniversary dinner at the Italian restaurant, which was super delicious, and you made me get tiramisu, which made me sad. And then
I was trying to live vicariously.
Oh, we got tattoos. I don't know if you can see.
I had to stand up for mine, and I haven't taken my
there.
I haven't taken my little cover off yet.
And he got a skull with hermit crab under it, so it was really cool because there's a shit ton of hermit crabs, and they were like really, really tiny ones, and then really, really big ones, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, so I got a big one on my leg.
Yeah. And so that is the sum up of our trip. It was really fabulous. Everybody was really nice. Like, everybody is stupid friendly there.
Yeah.
It's real friendly. And yeah. Wade, bro, come on, man.
Wade, please lay down.
Okay. Let's just get into the movie and do it. All right. So if you don't remember what the movie was, do you remember what it is?
We just saw it.
I know. Child's Play.
Child's
Play.
New 2019
version. There's a few options for it. If you have Amazon Prime, you do get it for free on Amazon Prime, so definitely watch it there. But you can watch it on Vudu, Redbox, I'm sure, but you have to rent it. And then there's a couple others that I've never heard of before, but like Philo, I've never heard of. They have Sling TV, and that's pretty much it. AMC Plus.
Sling TV.
But let's get into it. Do you want to do your job or do you want me to do it?
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Come on.
He's going to play with it.
Lay down, please.
All right. So no more delays about Wade. If he's going to whine, you guys take more shots. Win-win. Winner, winner.
Winnie win.
Winner, winner, chicken
Now he's laying
dinner.
down. But now I need my sandal. Okay. Whoa, that is a lot of stuff it's on. Holy crap. Oh, it's exactly an hour and 30 minutes.
Nice.
So we have...
what was that?
I was yawning. I was trying to stop the yawn. 5.7 out of 10 on the IMDb Bizzle.
Really?
63% on Rotten Potatoes.
Okay. So you said 67%?
63.
I was going to say that, then I questioned myself.
Release date June 21st, 2019. Oh, it was during your birthday month.
My birthday month.
Your birthday.
Birthday.
After moving to a new city, young Andy Barclay receives a special present from his mother, a seemingly innocent buddy doll that becomes his best friend. When the doll suddenly takes on a life of its own, Andy unites with other neighborhood children to stop the sinister toy from wreaking bloody havoc. Not just havoc, bloody and
that should
broken.
be your child's name, Bloody Havoc.
Bloody Havoc.
Your parents named you Bloody?
So he played Chucky. Okay, got it.
Mark Hamill, I said multiple times during this movie.
I was thinking the young Skywalker, not this one.
No, just regular Luke Skywalker
know who
from
the hell
1977.
Mark Hamill is. I'm not going to just know who he is on the top of my head.
I'm sure people are turning this off.
I am trying to read.
People are turning this podcast off.
I'm trying to read.
Right now because you disgraced the name of Mark Hamill.
I didn't disgrace his name. I just didn't know who he was, hearing his name. Gabriel Bateman. I wonder if he's related to Jason Bateman.
Maybe.
We have Aubrey Plaza. We have Mark Hamill, Brian Tyree Henry.
Who's the detective?
Mm-hmm. Tim Matheson as Henry Klassen. Who's that?
I think he was the janitor, the maintenance guy.
What maintenance guy?
The guy who got his dick stabbed.
No, not him. He's Trent Reddy Cope. Gabe.
Ready to cope.
I don't know who Henry Klassen. I mean, that's his face right there, but I don't remember who he was in there. Maybe he had a short part or something?
Yeah, maybe?
I don't remember him being in there.
Huh. Oh, there's a Ty Consiglio.
That was a kid.
Pug.
All
right. So this movie, if you do not know what it's about, we just said the synopsis, penis peni. Did I do that? I don't think I did that.
I don't think I did that.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
So do it right now.
Penis penile?
Say synopsis.
Synopsi, you mean?
Yeah.
Synopsi?
Penis penile. There we go.
How many times I gotta say it? 15 million?
Yes, just to catch up for your fuck up. Because you, like, lead me into that.
Yeah, I do, but I didn't remember.
So if anybody is just listening to these backwards and this is your first episode and you're like, why did you say that? It's from the beginning because we discussed, like, our first or second episode about the plural and the singular of penis, which is penis or penises, which is both correct for the plural. But I don't like that. I want penis or peni is the singular.
So now we do synopsi.
Because it's like octopus, octopi.
Octopi.
Okay. So that is a little short thing, but definitely watch it in the other way because actually this way is good too because our format changed from an even split of going through the movie as well as topic, but now it's more so just a quick thing about the movie and then we go into more depth in the topic, which I prefer personally, but I don't really care what you think. Just kidding. So this movie, holy fuck.
Holy breaking ankles.
It wasn't ankles, it was shins.
But his ankles are, I'm pretty sure, broken too.
It's a different, what is it? A different form of shin splints.
Yeah. Shin splints for sure. Shin breakage.
Yeah, first and foremost, I do need to bring up the fucking doll is creepy looking as fuck initially. Even the good version of it. And what's different about this version of Child's Play as opposed to the original one is the doll is not possessed by a demon. It just itself wants to fuck up.
Yeah,
like
it
people.
it just wants to be evil. Because they started showing this kid like murder movies. And what else was it? And then
he's like, this is for Tupac.
Oh, yeah, and then the kids were like being a bad influence on the doll. So it just our society made this doll evil.
The reasoning for his ability to be evil is in the beginning, you see this worker in Vietnam who's building this toy get abused by his manager, I guess. And he's like, fuck yo, bitches. Like, and he pretty much removes all of like the protection.
He did. He removed all the safety precautions.
Because usually like toys like that, they won't swear or something. And like, it's supposed to be very friendly and helpful and blah, blah, blah. But apparently this one was not very helpful. And he was like, fuck y'all. And so he just jumped off the roof and fucking killed himself.
Well, he was helpful with Andy, but then he started seeing all the evilness.
Well, and then, but the thing is, it's an obsession. It's kind of like Swim Fan, but with a doll, which is way creepier.
Yeah, especially when his eyes turn red.
And his face, like his facial expressions.
Just evil. Downright evil.
And when he was trying to scare his stepdad, not his stepdad, but his mom's boyfriend, he's like, make her face look scary. And then he smiles.
He goes to him like that. And he scared him all right.
But that was funny. And then the first initial death was Rooney.
No, the first initial death was a cat.
What his name is Rooney.
Oh, I didn't know the cat's name.
Mickey Rooney.
I didn't know that.
Rooney. Anyway.
But it was an evil cat anyway.
And so he killed the cat, and then Andy got rid of it to protect Chucky, who was his friend. What did he try to do?
I don't think he did it to protect Chucky. I think he did it because no one would believe him.
Very true. And so then his mom, Aubrey Plaza,
didn't believe him.
And I'm like, God, if this was happening, if my kid had never, ever done something like this before, I would have been like, okay, I'm going to be skeptical, but I'm going to believe you, okay? So let's get rid of the fucking doll.
Yeah. But you have to, he did get rid of the doll, but that didn't help. They have to, kill the doll.
The stupid maintenance guy fucking brought it back to life.
That's true.
Stupid. Oh, creepy. Creepy maintenance guy. He, implanted cameras in all of the apartments.
Somehow. Not sure how he did this, but somehow.
If he was doing maintenance on anything, he could go in there and just put something in there. It's like the fear for a lot of Airbnbs and fucking hotels. They have hidden cameras. So,
well, that's happened.
I'm sorry. If I'm going to strip down and you want to show, look at this fat body. Like, go for it. But if you make money off of it, I definitely want a cut, please.
Definitely better get a cut.
Like it doesn't have to be like 5%.
10%.
Or you just might lose, like, fans. So,
no. If it was me, yeah.
But there's a lot of gruesomeness in this. We definitely screamed a lot.
Oh, damn it.
The blades on the fucking drones were like razors.
That was pretty cool, but
they just like swarmed.
There were sharp blades on that fucking drone. And there was like 5 of them.
Yeah, there are 5 of them rolling around in the fucking supermarket.
Chopping people up.
Zedmart. And I felt bad for the guy who was acting like Chucky at the end, and he got stabbed in the neck, and he was a shitty guy too, but
yeah.
But a lot of the thing is, in the end, pretty much only shitty people died.
I mean, only the 2 main people that died. Yeah. Well, no.
Boyfriend is a piece of shit. Shane or Sean, whatever his fucking name is.
The Chucky co-worker was terrible.
Yeah,
but then,
the manager.
Yeah, that was the mom. She wasn't terrible.
She wasn't terrible, but that was at the end, and she didn't die. So Doreen. But I was thinking of Aubrey or Karen. Her name is Karen, and she was dealing with a Karen at the beginning.
Oh yeah, she was.
But anyway, so let's do our ratings. I don't want to give too much away. It's definitely worth a watch. I am going to give it a 10. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
I would watch it again.
I would watch it again.
So
DS. I think it's 10.
Oh. Diaz. I thought you were saying Diaz, and I was like,
no,
what?
I said DS. DS.
Dis.
No.
Diez.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Diaz. I don't say it Diaz. I said. Now you're making me forget how I say it now.
All right, so all our Spanish speakers, write in and tell us how we should pronounce it, because we fucking don't know.
It was mine, not yours. DS.
Anyway.
There we go. DS.
Sure. Let's go on to our topic. Do you remember what our topic is?
Fuck no.
I like how you don't know any of the topics, even though we discussed them before.
When did we discuss this?
Like earlier today.
I don't remember that.
Because you got up and you walked in and you're like, hey, babe. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing our research for Ouija. And you're like,
no, you didn't. You just said you're doing a research for the podcast. That's all you said.
I thought he said Ouija.
No, you didn't.
So we're discussing Ouija boards today.
Oh.
Do you remember now?
I do. Well, you just said it. So,
so this is going to be interesting, and I find it very fascinating. I'm just going to cite my sources right now, and I do have one in the middle. So we did Wikipedia, sci-fi.com, thelineup.com, BuzzFeed, cosmopolitan.com, and littlethings.com.
I should be on there.
I was going to wait for you to say something in that
I should
realm.
be on there for sure.
Okay, so we're just going to dive right in. Name the TV show. Dive right in.
Wifey's
You like
box.
this.
Dive right in.
I'm trying to keep a straight face and it's not working. I'm like really sweaty right now.
Well, it's hot in here and you're wearing a sweater. So.
No, Dive Right In is from American Dad when Roger sells his bar. It's called Roger's Place. And then he becomes a spokesperson and he has an Australian accent. And he's like, dive on in, because it's a dive bar.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. I think Wifey's box is better.
Sure. All right. So, background. The Ouija, also known as a spirit board, talking board, or witch board, is a flat board marked with the letters of the Latin alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, the words yes or no.
Take a shot.
Yeah, take a shot. Arrows barking.
We should have closed the curtain.
Probably should have.
You live, you learn.
And occasionally, hello and goodbye, along with various symbols and graphics. I should have brought my Ouija board. I was going to as a show. I'll do it right now. Quick as a bunny.
Close the curtain, please.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Yes, close the curtain. Close the curtain. So yeah, she should be back in 2 seconds and then not close the curtains.
Because I'm not going all the way in.
Babe, it takes 2 seconds to close the curtain.
No, it doesn't. All right, so Ouija board. I have one of the originals.
Watch it not even be in there. That'd be so funny.
It's gone. So this is what it looks like. There's different symbols, meaning like the sun, the moon, and then a person down here. Hello, goodbye. This is one of the originals. So from like 1950s.
How'd you get that?
I bought it. I drop it. I'm so sorry. Don't haunt me. All right.
Where's the little thingy at?
Always keep the planchette separate. Planchette. And it's all wrapped up. This one is made of plastic. If I can unwrap it. Fuck. This is made of plastic. This is the little planchette. And then you see there's a hole through the middle. If you look through it, you're supposed to be able to see evil spirits. Or just spirits in general.
Interesting.
Fun? I think we should play.
I think you should play by yourself.
I can't play by myself.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Lame. All right, so Ty, read number 1.
You read number 1. It uses a planchette, a small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic, as a movable indicator to spell out messages during a seance.
Mm-hmm. So I showed you.
Seance.
I knew that was coming. The name Ouija is a trademark of Hasbro, inherited from the Parker Brothers, but is often used generically to refer to any talking boards. So even some kids make their own, which is a very bad idea because we saw the movie Veronica. It's in Spanish. Do you remember that one? Veronica. Or even fucking The Conjuring 2 when the little girl had a talking board.
It's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's in a lot of movies.
Other... I can't remember.
We're going to talk about it later, actually. So the Ouija board was regarded as an innocent parlor game unrelated to the cult until America's spiritualist and professional chess master Pearl Curran popularized its use as a divining tool during World War I. So Pearl, you bitch. Ty, read number 2.
Almost knocked my wine over. Stop it. I think there's a ghost in here messing with the paper. No, Fifi, go lay down. Go.
We are having a lot of issues today with our dogs.
Paranormal and supernatural beliefs associated with Ouija have been criticized by the scientific community and are characterized as pseudoscience. Pseudo. Just looks better saying pseudo. The action of the board can be most easily explained by unconscious movements of those controlling the pointer. A physiological.
Spell it out.
Physiological. No, it's 2 words.
Psychophysiological.
That one. Phenomenon. I can say that one.
Phenomenon.
Known as idiomotor effect.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
The popular...
Wow. Now you're making fun of me over there. Why don't you get your words there straight there, buttercup?
The popular belief that the word Ouija comes from French and German words for yes. Is a misconception. In fact, the name was given from a word spelled out on the board when a medium, Helen Peters Noseworthy, asked the board to name itself. When asked what the word meant, it responded, "Good luck." Dun, dun, dun!
That's weird.
Isn't that creepy?
A little bit.
So literally the board named itself and its name is Ouija, but because oui is French for yes, ja is yes for German, or ja.
So it's yes?
Yes. But in reality, it named itself and it's translated to good luck. Reading number 3.
How is Ouija translated to good luck?
I don't know. Did I ask it? You won't play with me, so we can't figure out.
It's true. Number 3.
Fifi's watching me through the mirror.
With her bump on her head.
That popped.
One of the first mentions of the automatic writing method used in the Ouija board is found in China around 1100 A.D.
Is that it?
No, there's a lot more.
I like how you
in
paused.
Historical documents of the Song Dynasty, the method was known as Fuji planchet writing. The use of planchet writing as a ostensible meaning of necromancy and communion with the spirit world continued, and albeit under special rituals and albeit sure, under special rituals and supervisions, was a central practice of the
I did this on purpose because it's funny.
Quanzhen school. I think I did that pretty well. Until it was forbidden by the Qing dynasty.
So I gave you some hard words because I was going to say it, then I was like, no, it'll be funnier if Ty does it.
So I just look at it like, fuck, how do you say this?
All right. As a part of the spiritualist movement, mediums began to employ various means for communication with the dead. So you know what automatic writing is, right?
No.
Okay, automatic writing is when a medium or somebody who has spiritual gifts has a pen and they have a paper in front of them and they just kind of draw, and then all of a sudden it becomes words. So with it, it's in the movie The Others. Like the grandma does it when she was writing, and she's like, "Why are you here?" And then she does it, and
I guess we gotta see The Others now.
Damn. Oh, bummer.
Shit.
So when the Chinese dynasty did that, the Song dynasty, I'm sorry, they did automatic writing, but instead of using a pen, they used like a little planchet of their own, and it would point to letters that would be considered automatic writing. Okay, following the American Civil War in the United States, mediums did
wow.
I sound like
you only had like 2 sips of wine too.
Significant business in allegedly allowing survivors to connect to lost relatives. Read number 4.
Congratulations.
I was trying to sound like Carter from fucking South Park.
Beautifully done.
Your sarcasm is unwanted.
Too bad. It's always wanted in this household. Number 5. Use of talking boards was so common by 1886 that news reported the phenomenon taking over the spiritualist camp in Ohio. Almost forgot how to say that for a second. I was going to say Idaho.
What were you going to say?
Idaho.
Okay. Charles Kennard, the founder of Kennard Novelty Company. Kennard. Nard.
Cute name. Kennard.
Claims to have invented the board with his business partner Elijah Bond, who patented it with the help of his sister-in-law, spiritualist and medium Helen Peters Noseworthy. So she's the bitch who was like, "What's your name?" And it said Ouija, and it says "Good luck." So it named itself.
She started all this.
So
her.
You get to read number 5.
Already read 5.
You should have read 4.
The local patent office at first refused a patent. Bond and Noseworthy then traveled to Washington, D.C., where they were also denied a patent until the chief patent officer asked the board to sell out his name, which it did. They said patent like 15 times.
Because they have to patent it so nobody else can steal the idea.
Still what I do? The Ouija board I do?
Yeah. In 1901, an employee of Bond, William Fold, took over the talking board production under the name of Ouija. So we're going to get into the scientific investigation. If I could talk today, my allergies are hitting me right now.
Make no excuses. I didn't say anything.
You make all the excuses.
It's true.
The Ouija phenomenon is considered by the scientific community to be the result of the ideomotor response.
Look at you. You can say that, but you can't say no and what.
Excuse me. Hard, significant business I struggled with. But
Ah, there it is. Don't try to attempt it twice.
Yeah, I should have just gone with it. Okay. Idiomotor response.
Ooh, third time's a charm. All right, try it one more time.
Idiomotor response.
Look at you. You're on a roll.
Everybody repeat after me.
Idiomotor response.
I said repeat after me. You didn't follow fucking directions.
I thought you wanted to say it at the same time. Isn't that what repeat after me means?
No.
Oh, got it.
I used to know what repeat after me was in Korean, but I can't think of it.
Ah,
all right.
The idiomotor phenomenon.
Look at you. You said idiomotor right. I think it's because I repeated it 27
times.
Well,
I already said it first, so I think I probably said it wrong the first time. Or did I say? No, I think I said it right.
You said idiomonitor.
No, I didn't. Mm-hmm. There's obviously not a monitor. It's motor. But I probably did. The idiomotor phenomenon is a physiological phenomenon. So many phenomenons. Wherein a subject makes motions unconsciously. Mm-hmm. Also called idiomotor response and abbreviated to IMR. It is a concept in hypnosis and psychological research. It is derived from the terms idio and motor. Well, no shit.
Oh, I couldn't have guessed that.
I couldn't have guessed that one at all.
Fuck. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. So, Michael Faraday first described this effect in 1853. 1853. Okay. While investigating table turning. So, table turning, if I was going to look that up and I didn't know, somebody's scratching at the door. Maybe it's the Ouija board.
It probably is. Imagine if we looked over and the Ouija board was at the door. I would probably jump out that fucking window. I would literally jump out that window.
And then we would have to use it.
Jump out that one because that's not a long drop.
That's, not that bad, but it's dark out.
Fuck yeah, it is.
But I think what table turning is, I meant to research this because it was so I could make sure I knew what it was. But I believe it's during seances when the table would move during a seance. That's my understanding of it. Something's scratching at our door. Okay. Various studies have been conducted recreating the effects of the Ouija board in the lab and showing that under laboratory conditions, the subjects were moving the planchette involuntarily. I'm having trouble because my ink was running out, and I'm not going to be able to do that next paragraph. The bottom part.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll do my best. Okay, so read number 7.
Number 10.
Number 7.
In 2012, study found that when answering yes or no questions, Ouija use was significantly more accurate than guesswork, suggesting that it might draw on the unconscious mind.
All right, so I'm going to do my best with this. So skeptics have described Ouija board users as the operators. Some critics have noted that they... by spirits were similar to whatever was going through the minds of the operators. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Ouija boards were already criticized by scholars early on, being described in 1927 journal as vestigial remains of primitive belief systems and a con to part fools from their money. Interesting. Read number 8.
Another 1921 journal described reports of Ouija board findings as half-truths and suggests that their inclusions in national newspapers at the time lowered the national discourse overall.
Okay, so that was the scientific findings. More so, it was kind of just to sum it up. We said a lot of words. So pretty much what they're saying under scientific study that people were actually moving the planchette. It wasn't actually spiritual. It had no spiritual connection because what you can do without being conscious of it, it's like an unconscious movement. So you could be answering. But the question remains for me in that aspect is if somebody asks a question and nobody else would know, how could they answer it? So they're thinking the operator was doing the answering. So I don't know. I like this.
I mean, but like in movies that I mostly see it is you have like 4 people with their hands on there.
Right.
So like I don't think like you would be able to tell if someone's moving it if your hand is on there and you're not like initially moving it.
And so they can fool themselves because when your fingers are on the planchette, you're not supposed to press down. It's just like you're lightly touching it.
Yeah, it's like a light touch.
And so with that being said, somebody could potentially move it, but it's one of those things where it's like you don't know. I believe it's spirits. I think it would be more interesting with spirits because spirits do a lot of shit. So I don't know.
We're what?
I don't know.
What, you want to demonstrate it?
Yes.
No, fuck no. You can demonstrate it with Wade if you want.
Put his little paws on there and he'll try to eat it.
He probably would try to eat it.
All right, so now we got the scientific side of this. Bro, why do you have to be so destructive?
What happened?
You were about to spill over your wine.
On your laptop.
Somebody's snoring. All right, so what's the opposite of scientific?
Necromancy.
No. I was like trying to be nice, and then I was like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. What's the opposite
reality?
of scientific's reality. What's the opposite of scientific?
Fictional. Holy?
What's wrong, holy? I don't believe in
heaven and hell.
My parents
atheists
are not atheists. When you go to church, you're practicing your
religion.
There we go.
How's that opposite? I would have never guessed that in a million years.
You would not have guessed the opposite of scientific is religion because it's fictional.
No. Fuck no, I would have never guessed that.
All right, so we're going to talk about the religious responses towards the Ouija board now. Jesus Christ.
What?
It's just like, wouldn't have guessed that. I would have.
Because you're smart.
What's the opposite of scientific? Okay, fake stuff. Religion.
Sometimes take scientific stuff as fake stuff.
Could be.
Depending on the science.
Okay. Since early in the Ouija board's history, it has been criticized by several Christian denominations. The Catholic Church in the Catechism?
Catacombs?
No. There's no O in this word. I'm saying it wrong. I don't care. Of the Catholic Church explicitly forbids the practice of divination, which includes the usage of Ouija boards.
Well, of course, the religion is not going to want the use of. They're scared of them, probably.
Right. So let's read number 9.
Number 10, got it. In 2005, Catholic bishops in the Chucky state of the Federated States of Micronesia. The fuck is that? Called for the boards to be banned and warned congregations that they were talking to demons when using Ouija boards.
All right, hang tight, folks. I forgot to actually plug in my laptop.
I was wondering about that.
Because I just looked at the battery and I was like, fuck!
I saw that on the ground, but I saw this one in, so I thought, maybe...
We're safe, folks. We're safe. Okay, so...
Maybe you should plug in your laptop.
That's what I thought. So that's crazy. In 2005, people were like, don't use a Ouija board. And then in 1995, pastoral letter, the Dutch Reformed churches encouraged its communicants to avoid Ouija boards, as it is the practice related to the cult. The Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod forbids its faithful from using Ouija boards as a violation of the 10 Commandments. But in my mind, I'm like, what commandment is it, doing?
I have no idea.
It's not killing, it's not stealing, it's not, laying with your neighbor's wife. I
don't even know the 10 Commandments.
I know some of them. Never use the God's name in vain.
Thou shalt not kill. Is that one?
Yeah.
See, I know that one.
I just said that.
Oh.
Okay, so what other fun things was the Ouija board called? Read number 10.
Symbols of witchcraft, tool of Satan, a portal to talk to spirits, spirit board, talking board, and that's it. But it has ... So
there's others people related to it, but I really like the tool of Satan.
Tool of Satan.
I can call Wade that.
That is true.
Tool of Satan.
Tool of Satan. He would probably love that name.
What is it? Toss. T-O-S. Toss. Tool of Satan. What's his name? Oh, Tool of Satan.
Toss.
T-O-S. Tool of Satan.
Yeah, but T-O-S. Oh, T-O-S. I was thinking T-O-S-S, like toss. Like
no, toss.
Actual toss.
No.
Got it.
All right, so that was kind of the religious point of views. Obviously, religion hates it.
Obviously.
Like, there's like a lot of information here, and I was like, I'm just going to cut a few things out of it. So, connections to literature. So, this was really interesting to me, and I wanted to include it because I thought it was fucking fascinating. So, Ouija boards have been the source of inspiration for literary works used as guidance in writing or as a form of channeling.
Jeez Louise.
I want to say channeling, but it's not. It's channeling literary works. As a result of Ouija boards becoming popular in the early 20th century, by the 1920s, many psychic books were written of very varying quality, often initiated by Ouija board use. What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix his ear, but it's not working.
You're moving the table. Stop.
I'm not moving the table. I'm not even on the table.
Okay, so for example, Emily Grant Hutchings, claimed that her novel Jap Heron, a novel written from the Ouija board in 1917, was dictated by Mark Twain's spirit through the use of the Ouija board after his death. So Mark Twain, post-death, wrote a book through the Ouija board. But you have to realize that it would have been a fucking long time because you have to spell out each word.
That would be a long time.
And it was a novel. So a novel can, well, back then it was different rules, but a novel now has to be over 50,000 words.
Jesus.
So spelling out 50,000 words.
That would take like 5 years.
Right.
Minimum.
Okay. Read number 11.
12. Got it. Pearl something Curran, 1883 to 1937, alleged that for over 20 years she was in contact with a spirit named Patience Worth. That's an interesting name.
Patience was a big name back in Puritan.
Patience Worth, but Worth too?
Yeah.
This symbiotic,
you're right. Because it's like symbiotic relationship between Venom and what's his face? Tom Hardy.
But this is, symbiotic. Yeah, it is symbiotic. Relationship produced several novels and works of poetry and prose, which Pearl Kernan claimed were delivered to her through channeling Worth's spirit during sessions with a Ouija board, and which works Curran then transcribed.
Which sucks. Again, writing another story. Then we have...
Well, it said several novels, so they did this a few times.
This next one is William Butler Yeats' poetry. I didn't write it all because it was such a long paragraph, but pretty much he wrote, guess how many pages of poetry through the Ouija board? Excuse me.
1 million. 100,000.
No.
20.
I'm like, 1 million. 100,000. 20. No. He wrote 517 pages.
Fuck, I was close.
Nowhere near.
I thought I was
If you
close.
said 500, I would have given it to you. But
that
you
was
did
going
not.
to be my next one. But
no, it wasn't. It was probably going to be 1.
I mean, maybe.
I know you better than you know yourself. Let's be real. But he wrote 517 pages of poetry. Hey, poetry! Through the Ouija board. So, the fucking spirits know prose.
They know prose?
Like, That's what they say, like, oh, they know how to rhyme and shit. Like...
They know how to rap?
This is for you, Tupac. Watch the movie, you'll get that reference.
This is true.
Okay. In the late 1963, Jane Roberts and her husband, Robert Butts.
Robert Butts?
His name is Butts. Wow. Started experimenting with the Ouija board as part of Robert's research for a book on extrasensory perception. Look at me.
Extraterrestrial?
Extrasensory, so beyond your normal senses.
I was just seeing if you could say it again without messing up.
Extrasensory perception.
Good job.
According to Roberts and Butts.
Why say it like that?
I only wanted to put that in there. And I wanted to say this. Butts. On 2nd of December, 1963, they began to receive coherent messages from a male personality. An energy, personality, essence no longer fused in the physical world. A spirit. That's the longest explanation, longest name for a spirit. Energy, personality, essence no longer focused on the physical world.
Spirit.
They
could have just said that.
Exactly. A male personality, but they have to use big words to make themselves feel smart.
Oh, fuck yeah, not me though.
It's like energy, personality, essence no longer focused in the physical world. Like, totally. It's a spirit.
Jesus.
Sorry, like, oh, God damn it. Okay. Who eventually identified himself as Seth. So the spirit named himself Seth. Culminating in a series of books dictated by Seth.
I was right.
Sorry. Like, in just my mind, I just like, an energy, personality. Like, if somebody said it like that, I feel like people who are smart would feel like dumbasses, because just because you use big words does not mean you're smart. Most of the time, people who think they're smart and use big words, they're not using them correctly. Like,
this is true too.
Just, if you want to, go ahead and do whatever you want to do, but don't try to belittle people by using big words. If they don't understand what you mean, explain it to them. Don't be a dickhead. That's what I have to do with Ty when I say words he doesn't understand. I'll explain it, and he's like, oh.
Which is a lot of words.
Sometimes, some days I'm just like, damn, am I a fucking dictionary today? Like.
Yeah.
But, like, do I make you feel dumb about it?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, man. Jesus Christ.
No, you just get angry at me. Like, I always have to explain it to you.
Some days I just don't feel like explaining stuff. Like, if I show him a joke.
You mean all days.
Sometimes I just do not feel like in the mood to explain things. And it's like a joke. Like, I'll show him a meme and it's funny. And he's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I've already warned you about this. If you show me something 10 times out of 10, I'm not going to get it.
Not all the time.
I'm not going to give myself 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10, I'm not going to get it. So you might as well just be prepared to explain.
I'm never prepared. Okay. So we're moving on from literature. Who else has used the Ouija board? And then I put here ... Almost spelled it Weja. Haha.
Weja.
We, you and me, we.
Oh,
ja,
yeah.
Instead of Oujij.
Oujij. I didn't even know how to spell it. Look at me.
Because I'm typing fast and I was like, oh, fuck.
Ouija. You should have spelled it like that.
Okay. So Roland Doe used a Ouija board, which the Catholic Church stated led to his possession by a demon. So you get to read number 12.
Someone got possessed?
Someone got possessed by a demon.
You said number 12?
Number 12, yeah.
I don't have a number 12.
Yes, you do.
I don't. In the late 1940s in the United States, priests of the Roman Catholic Church performed a series of exorcisms on an anonymous boy, documented under the pseudonym Roland Doe.
Why is that funny?
Seriously?
Roland Doe? Oh, Roland Doe.
God bless America,
See,
babe.
I'm not good with like.
Jesus.
Okay, if y'all recall, back in the slang episode, like, remember that?
You're like, why is that so funny? You're like, I do not get it.
Book smart, not street smart.
That went right over your head.
Book smart, not street smart.
You're like, Roland Doe? Oh. As soon as I read it, I got it.
See?
It's like that bean I was telling you about, the pig named Crispy Bacon.
Remember that? Remember the joke I had to explain to you, where the dog was like, "I'm depressed. Tell me a joke."
Oh yeah.
Okay. Knock knock.
I was like, I don't get it.
That was so funny. You were crying.
I was crying.
For 20 minutes, and the waitress comes. I was like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he just got a joke like 2 seconds ago. Like, leave him alone."
Oh, that was funny.
Wait, did you finish reading?
No, not even close.
Pour myself more wine.
Pseudonym Roland Doe or Robbie Manham.
Manham, yep.
Robbie Manham. The 14-year-old boy was alleged the victim of a demonic possession, and the events were recorded by the attending priest Raymond J. Bishop. His last name is Bishop. That's interesting.
So, Roland Doe apparently was a big thing. Should we just do an episode of Roland Doe?
That's so funny, Roland Doe.
Okay, if everybody...
I wish I had that name.
We're just going to plug it. If you are a member of Patreon, you will be seeing him crying.
This is true.
So,
Chronicles of a Crying Black Man.
Definitely join just because of that. And my facial expressions to him when he's being dumb.
Which is all the time.
All the time.
Like 99%.
Like when I just sat there and said, no.
No.
All right.
Seemed like you were going to give in.
You're gonna laugh at this one too.
Am I?
Dick Brooks.
Dick Brooks.
Of the Houdini Museum in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Hey, that's on The Office.
Yeah, good.
Terrible.
Uses a Ouija board as part of a paranormal and seance presentation.
You have Lockjaw? Or?
Yeah, it's like locked up for actually a second.
Jesus.
All right, read number 13.
Number 14.
I knew you were going to be difficult today.
When am I not?
All the fucking time.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot.
I think I was like, at a second, I thought you were actually being a dick and just being an asshole. But then I realized, no, he actually doesn't know.
I forgot.
Welcome to my world, folks. Take a shot just because.
Literally left the building after we laughed and giggled. I almost forgot again. Okay. Bill Wilson.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Just read.
I did. I said Bill Wilson. Bill Wilson, the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, used a Ouija board and conducted seances in attempts to contact. Wow.
Contact.
Thank you.
Contact.
Oh, Jesus.
Contact.
Someone cut me off. Jeez, Louise.
You haven't had any.
I've had this.
That's
I filled it all the way up to there.
You should point to me like I filled it up. But I've had like 3 and I'm still with my bottle.
I filled it all the way up to here. That's like a lot of wine. And I've only had Chinese food today.
Only.
Okay, so yeah, contact the dead. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah.
Contact. What did I say before?
Contact. You have the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so the Mars Volta wrote their album Bedlam and Goliath based on their alleged experiences with the Ouija board. I don't know who's Mars Volta. Do you know who that is? It's like a band, apparently.
I don't know.
It was 2008.
No one I listen to.
I don't know, but I'll check it out. Read number 14.
In the murder trial of Joshua Tucker, his mother insisted that he had carried out
the murders while possessed by the devil, who found him when he was using a Ouija board.
It's probably the devil made me do it.
No, that's Arnie. Okay. In London of 1994...
It's not like the devil can't possess more than one freaking person. But.
True. But the devil made me do it. In London in 1994, convicted murderer Stephen Young was granted a retrial after it was learned that 4 of the jury members had conducted a Ouija board seance and contacted the conducted a Ouija board seance and had contact. Like, I like how it say contacted. There we go. Contacted. I'm being you, dumbass.
I thought you were messing up too. I'm like, no, we both can't mess up.
No, it was just like it's in bunny ears, and it's like contacted the murdered man who had named Young as his killer. Young was convicted for a second time at his retrial and jailed for life. So the jury fucking contacted the guy via Ouija board, and he was like, "Who killed you?" And it said Young. And I'm like, so
are you serious?
It swayed the jury to like find him guilty as opposed to actually doing the trial right, but he was still found guilty. Yeah.
Was he guilty? Like, did he do it?
Fuck if I know.
Why, you didn't look it up?
I did not. All right. So we're moving on. So after that, what was that last one? Who else used Ouija board? Okay, we're going to go to pop culture and where you see it most. So I'm just going to list some of the movies. I'm saying some of the movies, not all of the movies where Ouija boards were actually shown, because there's a shit ton. So I just did the ones that meant the most to me. Okay, so movies, we have 13 Ghosts. There was a few episodes in Lost in Space, The Waltons, The Exorcist, the movie The Witchboard, which I want to watch because it actually looks really, really good. And You Thought Your Parents Were Weird is actually a movie name. What Lies Beneath. Remember when they were in the bathroom and they were using the Ouija board and in the bathroom?
What,
Michelle
Pfeiffer and
her friend
Harrison Ford?
No, yeah, that movie. But she was with her friend in the bathroom.
Oh, I thought she was with Harrison Ford doing it.
Paranormal Activity, the movie Ouija, obviously. I Am Zozo, and so many more.
So many.
Yeah, I literally put a bunch of O's. Read number 15.
Based on the Ouija board, a song and album of the name Ouija Awake by Ossie Bisa was released in 1976.
Okay, so again, there is a lot of music that was centered around the Ouija board as well. I just named a few. I thought that was interesting too. All right. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
You're never ready.
This is true.
But let's get into it. How do you use a Ouija board?
You put it on there and you ask yes or no questions.
Or any questions and they have to spell it out. Okay.
All right, we're done.
So we're going into the rules of Ouija. So first and foremost, you have to set your intentions. Before using the Ouija board, decide ahead of time what kind of energy you want to invite into the space. Like, not negative, positive. So
negative?
When our friend Lauren, I'm saying her name because she doesn't care and we love her. Lauren and I used the Ouija board and we set our intentions like we're only good spirits, but in her brand new fucking house, so nothing showed up. Pissed me off.
How do you know?
Because the thing didn't move. And we sat there for like 15, 20 minutes and we're asking you questions.
Could be on an Indian burial ground or something.
Like poltergeist?
Yeah. Maybe, like, usually stuff like that happens later, normally.
All right.
She hadn't said anything?
No.
Like lights turning off and on, cold flashes.
I mean, our house does that. And the thermometer goes up and down willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
Okay, so rule number 2. Never use the Ouija board alone.
I know that's a rule. Obviously.
The Ouija board must be closed after use. Read number 16.
You didn't close it.
I didn't use it.
Oh, after use.
So if you try to use it, you make sure to close it out.
Well, yours doesn't close, though. It doesn't fold.
No, closing. Read your next thing. Read it. Just read it. God.
Closing means like, closing. Like
close the conversation. What do you say?
Oh, you just close. You should have said that then. These means.
This means.
It's these.
I'm sorry.
Did you actually type these out?
No. So I copied and pasted most of it, but then I typed out some. So it is.
This means, even though it says these, this means saying goodbye to whether spirits may have been contacted and properly storing the board. Did you properly store it, ma'am?
I stored it in its original place.
Otherwise, spirits will remain behind to haunt the user. Put it back in the box! Exclamation point.
Bitch.
It didn't say that.
We can add it.
I mean, we can add it, yeah.
Say it again?
No.
Okay.
I don't call you that.
The Ouija board must be disposed of properly.
Disposed of properly?
Okay, so if you are done or if you don't want it in your house or whatever, there's proper etiquette with the fucking Ouija board.
I read the next one a little bit.
From dispose it well. That's sorry.
Wow.
Because it...
No excuse.
DisposeItWell.com. It's together, so it's hard to read. Stated, they are too deadly to burn or throw away in the trash because doing so could release the evil demon spirit. Don't burn it. Don't just throw it away. Read number 17.
I mean, you already said it.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm going to say. Never... wow, hitting puberty. Never burn a Ouija board. It says "and." That makes no sense.
No, but it's okay. So I will teach you something today.
Sure.
The word "a," like the letter A. So a cat. Let's say A needs to have that placer of a consonant, not a vowel. So to separate it, it goes a cat, not an cat. But if you say a owl, that's incorrect. You have to have an owl because of the vowel starting on the second word.
Care. It sounds weird.
It sounds weird here. I knew that, and I knew you were going to say something about that. But
never burn an Ouija board. It sounds so... I don't like it.
Because it starts with the letter W.
Never burn a Ouija board. See, it sounds so much better. Sure. We're going to go with A.
Sure.
In attempt to get rid of them since they thrive in high temperatures. Adding more fuel if you accidentally fire the Ouija board will strengthen the evil spirit and make it more widespread. Adding mistletoe to the ashes of the burned Ouija board will prevent any harm from the escaping spirit. Mm-hmm. Like anyone just has mistletoes laying around. I
mean, if it's Christmas, yeah. They just had a Christmas party, like, I can see that.
The chances of that happening are only during Christmas.
Sure. Burying your Ouija board.
Burying?
Bury. People say bury.
Who?
I don't know, people. Okay, if you go this route, cover the board or plunge it in a cloth so that the two don't touch. That's why I put mine in a nice little bag by itself.
That's torn. It could come out. And then we're going to wake up to hearing little scratches of the board doing its own thing.
Okay. While they're being buried. After you buried the board, you should sprinkle a lot of salt over the top, enough to cover the hole you dug without gapes or holes. Dispose of your Ouija board using holy water method. You get to explain holy water method.
The holy water approach is often cited as one of the best ways to dispose of a Ouija board in a dignified manner. This strategy works by cutting the board into 7 pieces, not 8, not 9, not 30, 7.
I like how you went down instead of like, oh, not 6, not 8, but 7. But you went higher.
Fuck yeah. Okay. And burying them one at a time. That was a struggle. I thought that was going to say Christmas. For Christians.
Wow.
The number 7 has a special meaning. Therefore, that's how they get rid of their Ouija boards. Once you have collected all 7 fragments, you should sprinkle holy water over them and then bury them. All the bad spirits will have to leave your Ouija board now and never return, even after you bury it.
So the power of Christ compels you.
I thought I was going to tell you how to make holy water. That would be better.
You need a priest to bless your water.
Can you bless my water, babe?
I'm not a priest.
You would probably turn it black or something.
Oh my god. There is actually black water out there. It's called charcoal water or something. And it's like high pH, whatever, to make your body like align with itself.
I would not drink that.
I drank it. It tastes like water. It doesn't taste like anything. Literally nothing. It tastes like purified water.
I would not drink that.
All right. So other ways to get rid of this board. There's multiple ways. I just didn't dive into them, but we gave you the highlights of the ones that you should do. Consult a professional. Donate it to charity.
Yeah, so someone else could get possessed.
Return it to the shop you purchased it from. Give it to an antique shop. Dump your Ouija board in the garbage. Only if you don't believe.
Just because you don't believe doesn't mean it's not nothing's gonna happen.
And so here are some other little rules that you should follow as well. Never use the Ouija board in your home. Oops. Never use Ouija board when you are ill or debilitated. There we go. Debilitated condition. Ask respectful questions and take notes. Know when to end the session. Number 19.
When someone gets possessed, then end it.
Only when somebody gets possessed. You have to continually do it until
someone gets possessed. Yep. If you become uncomfortable or scared at any point during a session, end it immediately. Don't continue to use the board if you feel something feels wrong or you are not in the right mindset.
Well, there you go.
Like if you're sick.
Yeah.
Because you're weak.
Or you're possessed.
Or that. It's probably why you're
sick.
All
right. So those are the main rules of Ouija. Like, also it's like there's like the main one, common one is like don't use it in a cemetery. That was stupid, but
why not? That'd be fun.
Okay, let's go.
I knew you would get excited about that.
I'm down for it, babe. Come on.
Of course you are. You want one of us to get possessed, and more likely it'll be me.
Really, really, really.
Yeah, my faith is too strong.
In what? Jesus Christ. All right. So we're going into some fucking Ouija board stories. I'm excited. All right. So I will read the first one and we'll go back and forth a couple times.
Sure.
So here are some stories from people who actually use the Ouija board, and this is what they recollect. A few months ago, my friend brought over the Ouija board. There were about 5 of us as this was a sleepover, and we began using the board. We met Joe. After an hour of speaking with Joe, one girl asked Joe, "Are you a bad spirit?" Joe spelled N-O. Then spelled out H-I-M.
Him.
We asked what he was talking about, and he spelled out H-E-S.
H-E-S. He's.
C-O-M-I-N-G.
Coming.
So together it's.
He's coming.
Then he began to spell out Z-O-Z-O.
Zuzu?
Zozo. So if you don't know, everybody take a shot. Arrow is barking. Zozo is a demon. And he's very associated with the board. So you will know him if you're using a Ouija board and it goes in the infinity sign over and over again. That is when you need to take a shot. If it's an infinity sign or does random things on the board over and over again, that is actually summoning Zozo the demon to your board. So if it starts to do that, end it, cleanse it.
Burn it.
Don't burn it because it's going to make him stronger.
Well, like holy water burn, of course.
Yeah. So, Zozo, and that's the end of that story. Read number 20.
Oh, wow. So Zozo came, huh?
Maybe. Maybe.
My cousin was heading to a party with a Ouija board in the trunk of her car for all of us to use. On the way to the party, she got into a car wreck. She was fine, but her car was totaled. So obviously, instead of going to the party, she went back home. When she opened her closet to get ready for bed, the board was somehow back in her closet. She burned it after that.
She shouldn't have burned it. But, like, it caused her accident. Her car was total. She left it in the car, and then it randomly found its way back in her fucking closet.
The board was attached to her.
Okay. This is the last, like, my last story. You have one more. Okay. So, I was 12 or 13, spending the night at a friend's house, goofing around with...
No, do not scratch the door.
Take a shot. Wade is being annoying again. Wade,
we're almost done, bud.
We're almost done. Come here. Goofing around with the Ouija board with him and his sister. We were getting all sorts of gibberish plus spelled out words. Just kind of scaring ourselves for fun, not taking it very seriously. Then we got a message.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can see you through the window.
That's terrifying.
It is. And then, the next sentence, I can see you through his eyes. Or something like that. So they're recalling it. There was just a small window in the basement room where we were, and just the backyard in the woods. Past the driveway.
Hey, stop.
Come here.
No.
Come here. I don't know why he's such a whiny little bitch. So there was just a small window in the basement room where we were, and just the backyard and woods past the driveway visible through the window. We asked it more questions, and it said, I'm under the car. What do you think they did?
Burned it?
No.
They checked underneath the car.
So we somehow got up the nerve to go out with a flashlight and peer under the car, where we saw a huge black stray cat hissing. We ran inside freaking out, and at that exact moment, the power failed and all the lights in the house went out. We just about actually shit ourselves. A few minutes later, the power came back on, and we sat up until dawn that night, scared and never played with the board again. I hope you closed it out.
Probably didn't.
Number 21.
But see, when them opening door and going outside and checking underneath the car, they let whatever it was in. If they left the door open.
Yeah.
Which they probably did, so.
People are stupid.
When my aunt was 16, she had a pretty serious boyfriend. When she used the board, she asked if they would get married, and it said no. She asked if they would break up. No. She asked if one of them would die, and it said yes. And when she asked which one of them, it said goodbye. A week later, he was in a wood chipper accident at the mill where he worked.
The next week.
I
wonder if that would have happened if they didn't use a Ouija board.
That's true.
Fun stories, guys. Actually, there's a bunch of stories. I just wanted to choose the most interesting ones.
But it said wood chipper accident, so did he die though?
He died, babe. It said one of them would die.
Yeah, but it just says wood chipper accident. It didn't say wood chipper death.
I'm pretty sure if you have an accident with a wood chipper...
No, you can get your hand caught in there. And pull it out. And you have danglies. Not necessarily death and destruction.
Now think of it like the till thing that killed that Sean in Child's Play, where it was kind of drawing him in.
It wasn't drawing it because it was going down the light thing.
It's pulling it in, babe. It pulls. That's why it has shaped like claws. So it grabs it and pulls it in. So you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but maybe his friends were pulling him, and he got free, and he had little danglies.
He died.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. So the last little tidbit that I'm going to cover today is. I don't know how to handle you right now. All right. So last but not least, random facts about Ouija. So definitely we have normal facts. I just thought it was funny to have some little happy thoughts as we end today's episode. So, technically, it was the original dating game. So, one of the old rules for the game was to have a male and a female hold the board on their knees, and they use it on their knees together. So, what they were hoping it would do was they would use a Ouija board together. They'd be cuddled up, and they'd be like cute and using the Ouija board. And so, it was technically a date.
So, that was like the new, or back then was like the Netflix and chill.
Yeah. I wish we would do it here, but whatever. Fuck me, right? It used to outsell Monopoly.
Ouija's did? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
It was featured on I Love Lucy.
Oh, I was going to say Price is Right.
Why would it be featured on fucking Price is Right?
They sell shit on there.
I'm pretty sure not a Ouija board.
How do you know?
Because if anything bad happened, they could sue Price is Right.
That's true. I didn't think that one through.
I feel like if you got in a car accident with a car you won on Price is Right, you probably could sue Price is Right.
Maybe.
All right. A horror movie made its popularity tank. Can you guess what movie it was?
Horror movie made a popularity tank?
In the 90s. No.
I don't know.
Not 90s. I'm sorry. In the 1900s. The Exorcist. Wait. Come on, Butters.
Stop, dude.
Come here. All right. Last thing. They used the design for the Ouija board on the inventor's gravestone.
On the inventor's gravestone.
So the guy who made Ouija board.
Oh.
After he died, they used
a Ouija board.
Like kind of.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
That is really dope.
That's cool.
I like that. Anyway, okay. So that is our topic.
That is our show.
That is our show. How do you feel about Ouija boards? Do you want to play with me?
No, never. Ever.
Just for a little bit?
Nope. For one, we can't play in the house. It said that.
I mean...
So we would have to go in the car. And then you might get into a car wreck. So then we have to play in the middle of the street. Then we might get hit by a car.
We can do it on our balcony.
That's still at the house.
Bro. Not in the house. In.
Not doing it at the house, period. I don't
want
any spirits in this house domain.
We already have one.
Had some. Exactly. We don't need more. Or to piss them off.
But we could do it on the balcony.
Are you talking about the Ouija board or are you talking about something else?
Both.
Both.
Fine.
Do it while we're playing with the Ouija board.
Is that the only way you'd use the Ouija board?
I would not use a Ouija board like that.
All right. Yes, I believe the Ouija board. I believe in spirits. I believe spirits are controlling the Ouija board. Whatever. Take a shot. Wade is whining again, little fucker. Oh, he just wants to be out. All right. Anyway, so next episode is actually funny story. I just miscalculated. Actually, this episode was supposed to be We're Not Qualified, and I fucked up, so that's on me. But we did this instead because it's Halloween season. I think the next We're Not Qualified, we should focus on Halloween themed shit.
That's what we always do.
Yes, but it's Halloween. Like it's better. I don't know.
We theme Halloween stuff around Halloween because Halloween's your favorite holiday.
It is. So we can definitely do that. But send in your questions. You can do that via our website, inforthenightpodcast.com. Go to the contact section and then... Section. My nose is so plugged. Section. And contact us there. Or you can email us at inforthenight69@gmail.com and just email us directly with any of your stories. If you have an experience with a Ouija board, definitely let us know. Cool. That would be dope.
Hella dopage.
So definitely send those in.
Wow, excuse me.
But what else can you find on our website, Lur?
Not burping.
Disgusting.
I slipped out. Sorry, folks. What is it? Merch and Patreon.
What is it? Merch and Patreon. If you want to see our lovely faces, how we read stuff, we are very animated folk.
I'm not. I'm boring. I just sit here and like smile at her very creepily with my eyes big and my grin big like that.
Yes. There we go. All right. If you want to see our faces, go ahead and become a Patreon member. The starting is $1 a month. $1. That's not a lot. Like a month. That's like 1 cent a day, 2 cents a day, 3 cents a day.
To get to $1?
Yeah, about 3 cents a day.
Fuck if I know.
It's like 33.3 cents a day.
33.3 cents.
Because it's about, most months have 30 days in them, and then divided by 100 is 33.3. Because 3 times 33.3 is 99.99999.
How is 33 times 3 99?
Not times divided.
Oh, yeah.
So if you divide 100 by 3, it's 33.3333333. It's $1 is 100 pennies, so it's 33.3333.
So it's
3. Wait.
Yeah, that's
No,
why I'm
no,
so
no, no.
confused.
Oh, and then you divide it. Sorry.
Jesus.
Divide it again by 30, and it's like less than a little over a penny a day. So that's wrong.
That is hella wrong.
Like I said before, no, it's 3.3 cents a day. Yes. Now I have to check. Fuck. So 3.3 times 30. 99. Fuck yeah. Math.
So what is it?
So a day, if you only did $1, it's only 3.3 cents a day-ish.
Got it.
Do you? That was a struggle.
That was very much a struggle. Let's do it again.
No. Anyway, definitely do that. We're producing these videos. We want to make sure you guys are entertained. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Great.
Great.
Um,
Wait, he was staring at me, just like,
what the fuck is wrong with you? We'll show you the dogs. If I can show you the little puppers. There's Wade.
There's Wade, the multicolored, and there's Fifi, the one that had surgery.
So both of them are cute. But anyway, definitely become a Patreon because we're hilarious and you love us because I said so. But other than that, I think that's it for us. Oh, like I said, next episode, we're not qualified. Send in your shit. But
Bam.
That's it for us. So we hope we gave you a reason to stay for night.
And until next time, peeperinos, peace out-arinos.